There's a lot of good stuff hanging around here by the look of it. Assault rifle. So we've got a light assault rifle, right? Uses long guns. That's also long guns. And it's better DPS. So why would I... Yeah, let's just swap that. The light assault rifle doesn't seem to be as useful for me. And then we've got our sawed-off shotgun hanging about. So yeah, good treasure available over here. Our sneak skill's not that high, so those creatures nearby could become a bother. They're definitely making a lot of noise. But was there loot in that direction? That one's scoffing on something. Oh shit, that one's aware of us. Okay, we've been spotted. Bye everyone. Yeah, this is one thing I definitely recall from playing this previously, is that there are very few problems in this world that you can't just sprint away from. And that's what we're going to do. Of course, sometimes that means you run into new problems, but they can be solved in the same fashion. So long, Marauder. And here we are.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
And we're not being followed. Lovely. Hi, Silas.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
I mean, how do you know that I'm not a Marauder, Silas?
You talk too pretty for a marauder. Most of them just grunt and yell.
Fair.
Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Now, let's see. We should probably introduce ourselves at this point. We are Alex Hawthorne, Captain the Unreliable.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Junior? So you are a gravedigger. But also, can we talk about the junior part?
Hey, I earned that fancy title. Started off a lowly junior gravesite builder, then junior interment engineer. Oh, and I was a junior burial assistant for a time.
I mean, he sounds like a man who knows his way around a corpse, but yeah, you seem pretty old to be a junior.
The rate I've been working, I'm bound to earn a promotion. Must be about 50, 60 burials away from associate in humor.
Sounds like you're a bit of a chump, Silas. But anyway, let's talk power regulators.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
We're just a general everyday adventurer, really.
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
So you want me to collect the money for the rental of the grave sites? Why are you making people pay for their own graves?
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
That's an ambiguous statement. I guess we can collect these fees for you.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Oh yeah, he's got a surname. He is special. Why is he special though, exactly?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Well, this might be an opportunity to test out our speech skills. And yeah, where are they?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Very well.
Yeah?
Now, did we have anything else to ask you? I mean, yeah. If they've got like a junior in humour working regularly, then the town must be in pretty poor shape right now.
You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds.
Plague, you say? You're not worried about that?
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed.
Very well. And how long have you been working as this junior in humour?
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the one. All my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
And do you often get marauders coming through the town?
Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards.
So they're after loot, I presume.
Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay.
Oh yeah, the bodies are company property, aren't they? Okay, thanks, Silas. Now, we can change our active quest in the quest log. Makes sense. Now, what do we have around about? That orange thing he's investigating, for sure. There was talk of a landing pad. What's all this? Anything of merit? He mentioned the town's high walls, and yet we seem to be in the town. And we haven't come across any walls, as such. Now, I assume that Silas's quest is just sort of, here's the most important parts of the town, here's how you get to them all, type deal. So yeah, this will be the landing pad. Now, journal, quests. How do we make that our active quest? We double click it. Very well. And here's one of our people that we need to speak to. Hello, Ludwig.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
I mean, that's not why we're here. We're here for Silas and your gravesite fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Are you going to explain what this is all about?
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
No idea.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All
That's
right.
us.
Listen real close. Auto mechanicals.
Yeah.
Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence.
Okay.
I seen them over by the old power plant,
Ah.
clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
And we could shoot some robots, if you need that.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
I mean, we could use a fee right now.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name.
Sweet. Bit cartridges. Now, what do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
You got it, boss. Do we need any more pointers? Do we have any more questions? Let's get some pointers.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think
good
the
to know.
technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Very technical. Yep, we'll leave you for now, Ludwig. Thanks for the quest. Do you have any loot? You do. And we can nick it when the door's shut. So yeah, at this point it's very much like a Fallout game in that we are going to steal everything that's not nailed down. We've got a workbench that we could use as well. We could have a sleep if we wanted to. Yep, don't mind me, Ludwig. I'm leaving. Now, we've discovered some vending machines. We've gained XP for doing so. So, vending machines offer a variety of items to purchase, mostly from one company. And if we hack them, then we can sell items to the vending machine. Or we can get extra items. So, it looks like we are able to sell at this point. I guess we want to break things down for parts mostly. But Impact Ham being worth 25 could be useful. But maybe we hold on to everything for now. And then, is this a door? It is, but we can't open it because we haven't got the lockpicks. What do you have to sell? Bullets and things. You sell various weaponry. LMGs. Trip blades. And if we had a high enough hack skill, we could potentially buy other things. Very well. I guess we can't hack that door. Nope. We can now travel to Edgewater, the landing pad from our ship. Cool. Time to head into town proper then, I think. Probably not much else going on this landing pad at the moment. And so now we'll go through one of these big doors. Transition to Edgewater. Ah, so I guess we're not in Edgewater when we're out here then. We are still prowling the outskirts, as it were. And what outskirts they are, with treasures and light ammunition. And stuff that we can't hack into, because we lack the parts. But yeah, we'll get our tech skill up, and then we'll be in a better position to hack things. But now for reals this time, let's go into Edgewater. Here we are, with...
You're safer inside the walls.
Guards and other individuals. Looks quite nice, all told. I mean, it looks like a bit of a shit tip, to be honest, but the graphics are good. And we've discovered the cantina.
Another day at the cannery.
And here's a barbershop. Now, you've got some bit cartridges hanging around. Comrade, I've got a shotgun. You've got some money. Let's talk about transactions.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
I mean, do you want to see my hands?
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Right, so he's barber and also mortuary assistant, I guess. Now, let's talk to you about Silas's graveyard dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
So you're broke.
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
I'm sure he's not going to toss his body into a ditch. That wouldn't be the right way to treat company property. But yeah, very dramatic though. Very impressive.
Thank you, no. I despise the cereals. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
You could just give him an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
So that sounds like something we're going to have to come back to later. Yeah, we'll let you know if we think of anything.
Much obliged.
Okay, so Comrade can't be dealt with right now. Let's see. Ah, yes, there are indeed bodies in his back room. A scientist. Okay, so receptionist shot himself. I guess that's receptionist at the cannery, given as that's where Phyllis works. So he's destroyed company property, which was his own body. So they're going to have to pawn off his teeth. Gold teeth, heirlooms passed down from his family. Okay, so maybe you do have something, Comrade, that you can use as collateral. We'll just rob that guy as well. Now,
What can I do for you?
let's talk teeth.
You know about Eugene? How?
We found a note from Phyllis. Or did we tell him we were a mind reader? Yeah, we'll tell him about Phyllis. No, we don't want... Well, she's not going to get in trouble, is she? He's the one who left the note lying around.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
But yeah, he's not going to miss them, is he? He's dead.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice.
Ah.
I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Yes, you can, Comrade. But I see that Spacer's Choice have included rare earth metals as part of the company property.
Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Excellent. Thanks, Comrade. Now, can we talk to you again? Because there was another skill
What
check.
can I do for you?
And we want to get the XP. Talk to us about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
I mean, kind of a doctor.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon. And if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
That's impressive. Now, that's all we've really got to say. We could talk to you about repairing ship, but you're just going to point us in the direction of the big boss. So we'll continue on our adventures. And this would be Abernathy's quarters, maybe?
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
Right. He's talking to himself. In the mirror. We could potentially steal stuff from behind his back. Is that something we really want to do? Let's chat with him. Hi, friend.
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you?
Maybe.
Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Are you plagued, friend?
You some sort of wandering alienist?
Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
I mean, we heard you mention that you're plagued.
You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick. Wait, no. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen. Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend. Please, don't tell the constable.
I'm sure we could figure something out.
She'll toss me in the sick house. I would have confessed before the good vicar. Get some ablutions for my spirit. Just never found my courage is all. Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't ya? Do a good turn for an expiring old man?
What do you need?
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work.
Ooh.
That's all.
We're good at second story
There's a
work.
cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
We'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Ugh. No one wants a plague spleen. Now, what do we need to know about this community centre?
Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over.
That's fine.
Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
We can deal with them. And we are here for your gravesite fees. We should probably mention that.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Look, I got my gravesite fees right here. See? I'm good for my word. Get me that medicine, and I'll see to your payment.
I mean, it seems like we've already got the money, but that's fine. Now, why exactly are you trusting me?
I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to.
Yeah.
Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
Okay, we'll be back. You hang tight. Don't leave this room.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
I'm sorry? Hello?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
Okay, what might you need it for? Although, he's got symptoms of something.
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
Okay, and what would you use the medicine for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
Okay, so yeah, you want some medicine smuggled.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
Spacer's Choice wouldn't like that. So, I'll do it.
That's all I can ask of you.
Cool. Now we just need to go find Phyllis, and then we've got all the gravesite fees. And then our next step after that is probably to go and find that community centre.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
So, cannery. Ah yeah, that would be, I guess, where Eugene the receptionist hung out. Thankfully no one's watching us as I rob things. Terminal access. Logs. Okay. General Gubbins about sick leave. Allow 2 to 4 weeks to process and approve your scheduled sick leave. Lost hours must be compensated to the company. Very well. Nothing major. Now we've got an elevator. That might take us up to the big boss. But we're here to see Phyllis at this point. Is she upstairs? She might be upstairs. Vague memories of this place in general. Hello, Phyllis.
You the new worker?
No.
Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Give me money.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
Yeah. But also, this isn't in your name, Phyllis.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Ah. You paid for Eugene. But was it your responsibility?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Was he actually your family?
Eugene wasn't family.
But you were his closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines.
Aha.
Suicide's a crime.
That makes no sense.
The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism. I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
I mean, he was a person. He wasn't an asset. He was a person.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Okie doke. You can get on with your quote-unquote life. Doesn't seem like it's one that's worth living, but who am I to judge? Now, let's go back and speak to Silas, I guess. Can we come out this way? Or is this just... Right, it's another Vendertron. That one's got food and whatnot. Okie doke. Hold Z to sell junk. Do we have any junk? Yeah, we had a bit of junk. Good. And now we're going to steal everything. There we go. Everything's stolen. None of it looked terribly interesting, although there was what looked to be a magazine of some sort. I guess not. It's called Town and Country. Oh, what have we got here? Leadership skills +5. Tech skills +5. Intimidate 3. I mean, Intimidate 3 is better for us than one-handed melee. We don't need one-handed melee at all. So let's break down that and get some arm parts back. Either way, back to friend Silas. There's a fair amount of graves around here. Town's not doing too well. Now then, Silas?
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit?
Maybe. Don't you worry about that. We need to talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
Well, he was buried.
Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about?
It's about his gold teeth.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
One or the other. We'll keep an eye out for it, I guess.
Let me know if you find anything.
And about the fees,
You run into any trouble?
let's see.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
That was hard work, you know. Went out of our way for you, Silas.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Lovely. Although something more tangible
Oh, suppose you've earned it.
would be nice.
One good turn deserves another.
Lovely. Now, Abernathy was trying to hide his illness. Should we tell him that?
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
Yeah, he thought you knew.
What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Yeah, well.
Yeah?
That might be all. Although, yeah, we can ask you about the Hope.
The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking?
I mean, there's no real reason as such. Should we tell him that we were part of the Hope? I don't think it really helps. No, never mind. It's all good. See you later, Silas. Now, if enemies are hostile but your reputation isn't kill on sight, leaving for a few days will calm things down. But our reputation's actually better than that because everyone likes us now. Let's see. How do we find out what our reputation is? Here we go, reputation. Spacer's choice, neutral. So we've gained a bit, but they don't know whether or not they love us. And then we've got Groundbreaker, a former colony ship turned space station. We've got the Iconoclasts. They want to tear down the corporate establishment. They sound cool. Then we've got Monarch Stellar Industries, which split off to become their own private entity. Sublight is a network of salvagers. Legally Dubious. They sound fun. And then the board. The board of directors of the corporations. They are no fun whatsoever. Now, journal, quests, die robot. That's probably closest by, actually. So maybe we'll do that first, and then we'll do the medicine thereafter. But yeah, I am thinking that sprint speed up might be a good perk to get. Because there is no stamina bar. We can just sprint all day long. And here we are at the junkyard. Yes. Excellent. Should we investigate the buildings they're in? Okay, nothing terribly exciting. But here's robots. That's a combat drone. Now, what are you up to, friend?
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
Oh dear. So we need engineering 30 to fix them up. This is a junkyard, by the way. It's not a repair bay.
Navigation systems have determined this location as Spacer's Choice, designated mechanical repair bay. Attempting to misdirect or confuse a Spacer's Choice mechanical is a punishable offense. Please report yourself to your supervisor.
Yeah, we'll get right on that. Now, you're damaged.
Damage to navigation systems detected. Attempting to return to designated repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed.
Okay, so we can't fix you up yet because we don't have engineering 30. So let's just leave that conversation for now. Do we have any consumables or anything that would increase our engineering skill? Or is it all just health regeneration gubbins? Generally, I don't use consumables a lot in games like this, but if we did have anything useful. Seems like we don't. No, we don't. Very well. I guess we are then going to just go about our business. And maybe we'll come back to this mission down the line. And so now we will move on to the Long Tomorrow. And find the community centre. We've got a map as well, haven't we? Yep. So, landing site is a fast travel spot. Old wreckage as a point of interest. Community centre is over there.